Well, if you look, you might see Kevin there. He's giving the thumbs up. You might not see it there. There is a tractor there. We first found, what year did we find this? It was late 90s, early 2000s. I might have been in high school. I can't remember. There's actually, I'll tell more of the story as we get closer on, but there's actually two of them on the yard here at one time. We have the other one. This one they finally decided to let go. Unfortunately, it's the end of November, end of October here. Winter's closing in very quickly here right now, so we're gonna try to get this out this week. I'll go up and show you exactly what it is. Okay, here it is. It's a Happy Farmer. The serial number plate is actually at home for it, but last year it ran was 55. It ran this spot in 55 was the last time it ran. Like I said, there was a second one in the yard there. We did manage to get that. They took it apart for parts to keep this one going because the other one they knocked the gear on the transmission. It's for the most part complete. Both of them here, because we have such crappy water up here, both of them actually both had Model A rads put on them. The original rads were on the farm. Farmhand's son took them for scrap in the 80s. But as you can see, it's all here. Carburetor is at home. Governor's at home. There's Kevin sitting on it. The bracket for that, the bracket for the steering is at home on with the Governor. The clutch is here. The shifter arm is broken. Let's see if I get a picture of this here. Tough to say, but if you don't know where to look, it's broken. Like I said, it is all here. It same old story. They were going to restore it, but you know, time marches on. They never did. We're back in 1 second. So
also comes time to show how much the wheels sunk in.
Oh yeah, you can see how much the wheels sunk in the ground here. She's right up the axle there. These wheels aren't as bad, but they've sunk in a fair amount. Luckily, I'm hoping the soil here, they didn't ever have, well, they did have cows on here, but this was not, they're not in this area here. So problem with this area when you have lots of cows is manure makes it very corrosive to steel. Looks of it's not too bad. Like I said, the tank rotted out. There is supposed to be a kerosene tank that goes on the front here. There's a little, like a pancake 2.5 inch tank. I do actually have that at home. It's actually a galvanized tank. Only one fender out of the two tractors. The other one, this fender's missing. We never did find the other fenders. Probably used for something many moons ago. It does have the brace here. I honestly can't remember if that's original or not. I don't think it is. I think it's an add-on, but it's been too many years for me to remember. What's left of the toolboxes down there. They did put a mag on this one. They're supposed to have the Atwater Kent. But yeah, I think today me and Kevin are going to clear a path up to there. So we can, I don't know if we're going to get a tractor and just lift the thing out or if we're going to tow it out. I'm not quite sure. We haven't got that far ahead yet. But big thing is we're going to try to get this out. It's on a Monday. We're going to try to get it out by the weekend because the snow's supposed to be coming. So what do you say, Kevin?
It's go time.
Well, she's been here a while. That's about the biggest tree that grew up there. And there's some other ones here that kind of grown through the bottom. Some more help has arrived here. So we're going to jack it up shortly to see what happens. Like I said, we got to make it out to there. So, well, we're going to jack up, and lo and behold, the wheel still turns with positive. It's stuck on the bull gear, so we're actually just talking about maybe taking the bull gear segments off. And that way we can turn, because I'm honestly afraid if we drag it on wrecking something, that's the last thing we want to do. And like I said, it's tight on the differential there. Like I said, we're gonna throw some blocking underneath the wheel and then try to jack up the other side, and that's gonna kind of dictate, I think, what we're gonna do. Kevin's making headway out to there. He's already got a fair amount of it done. Luckily we only had to go, I don't even think we had to go 50 feet, so it wasn't too bad. There is stuff to see. There is an old fence row there. That's where they parked it, but tough to see. Kevin's the one who's working hard there, me and Derek here. Well, lo and behold, the steering with the front wheel actually does turn, which I'm very surprised. All the wheels actually turn. Like I said, so we're just contemplating what to do right now. If we're going to pull the, I doubt that's going to turn. I would be so surprised if that actually turned. Just be careful, remember, because the bracket's off of it. Oh no, because it's got that oil hole where just water's been feeding into in snow. Honestly, I think what'll happen, we'll just drag it and it'll just kind of plow.
Will it?
Yeah. if we had more time, I'd almost say just make something to go underneath the front here.
A little dolly.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of weight on the front of these things. All your weight's on the ass end.
Where's the oil?
There's a little oil hole, I think it's in the front here. Yeah, right. Anyone cares, there's your oil hole right there. There are pictures of home when we've been in here in the wintertime, and snow is basically up to your waist. So I mean, this thing has had a lot of snow. It's been a lot of winters. But it does have a modern grease nipple in there, so like I said, if you spin it around. So someone, I'm assuming that's modern, I'm assuming it had a grease cup, but oh, she's definitely got some wear to her. That's why I never seized. That's what I was honestly thinking about, because they use this a fair amount.
That's why I never choose.
Well, I'd honestly rather have a little worn out rather than seized and broken.
Yep. So I can do a repair.
Well, we're making headway. Kevin's just about got that done. I think we're going to try towing it out today, maybe. So we'll be back. Well, curiosity's got the best of us. Kevin's got a path cleared to, well, we'll call it the laneway. We're just going to put just a strap on. We're just going to give it a little bump. Derek's got her under the ground here. If it had lugs, we wouldn't be trying. Since it has no lugs, everything's smooth. We're going to just give it a little bump to see what happens. I don't think we're going to do any damage, quite honestly. The thing's light enough, I'm not too worried about. If this doesn't work, then we'll start taking more stuff off, but we're going to give it a whirl right now. We're going to try with the 92 Jimmy. That way it doesn't have a lot of power, so worst comes to worst, the wheels are going to spin. Derek doesn't have a lot of faith. Kevin doesn't know. I'm like, it's worth a try. Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm not too worried because that V6 doesn't have a lot of power. So we'll see what happens. The only thing, should we jack the front up more just to get a little bit more out of the ground, or? I'm just thinking because it's down a fair amount on the furrow. That's what I was going to say, if we get up a little bit higher. This is Hillbilly Rescue. Like I said, we're trying to beat the winter here because the winter's coming down as early as tomorrow, Wednesday. So time is of the essence. Pretty much right